Hello everyone and welcome to Figure Fights for Spinner Special. Now the reason why I'm doing this instead of the main competition because I still have the recordings for Heat 5 and 6 for the main competition, but unfortunately it is currently on a mobile phone with a smashed screen, so I can't actually access the remaining recordings. So once I get that fixed, hopefully Heat 5 and Heat 6 will actually be a thing. But I just wanted to do something for Figure Fights because it's been over a year since I've actually tried something. So here we have the first 8. We have 24 spinners going head to head. 24. It could be vertical, horizontal, drum, whatever. If it has a spinner, it's included. We have our first 8. We have Bullseye, Nightmare, Tip Top, Botwork, Pussycat, World Domination, Apex, and Witch Doctor. We'll basically just keep doing 1v1s out of the 24 until we're down to 1 left. Let's introduce our first match between Nightmare and Bullseye. Now here we are set up with the low full body spinner of Bullseye, probably the oldest spinner in this competition. He's been going for years in Figure Fights, as most of Figure Fights was off camera recording. He'll be facing Nightmare. You all know who Nightmare is. I think we're setting up. 3, 2, 1, activate. Here we are in fight 2 with the angled bar spinner of Tip Top versus the horizontal bar spinner of Botwork. And that being said, 3, 2, 1, activate. Now here we are into fight 3, where World Domination will be taking on Pussycat. Full body spinner versus the vertical spinner. Well, I guess it's about time we find out who wins. 3, 2, 1, activate. Next up for our 1v1s is a big bar spinner in Apex taking on Witch Doctor, another vertical spinner. Let's see who wins this. 3, 2, 1, activate. And with those fights concluded, these are our 4 winners of round 1, who will be moving on to round 2. But before we get on to seeing these machines face off in round 2, we've got to do the second bracket of 8, because we have 3 brackets of 8 machines, because there's 24 total. Let's move on to that, shall we? Now here we have bracket 2 of this heat, of 8 more machines who will be facing off, or 8 more spinners facing off against each other. We will have Spin and Kill face off against Discstruction. Minotaur will be facing off against Matilda. You can tell I was running low for spinners, so I had to include Matilda. The Dragon will face Continent Domination, and Fluffy will face KM2. And now, I guess, let's move on to our first match between, I've already forgotten his name, I apologise, and Discstruction. Already great. But let's move on. Now we've got Discstruction and Spin and Kill set up. Let's get ready for the match. 3, 2, 1, activate. And with this, we're now set up for the second match, which is going to be Minotaur taking on Matilda. 3, 2, 1, activate. Now here we are set up for round 3, where Continent Domination will take on the Dragon. Let's find out who's going to win. 3, 2, 1, activate. Now we're in the fourth match, where KM2 faces Fluffy. 3, 2, 1, activate. Here we have finished bracket 2 with these 4 machines moving on to the next round. Now we just have one more bracket left to do. Let's find out who's in that bracket, shall we? This one is extremely difficult to fit due to how big some of these machines are. But in simply, it's going to be Tombstone taking on the Killer Machine. Heavy Hitter takes on Hypnodisc. Pyramid of Doom takes on Get Trashed. And High Speed Collision V2 takes on Tornado. Let's see our first fight. Here we are for our first match, where the Killer Machine will take on Tombstone. 3, 2, 1, activate. Next up for round 2 is Hypnodisc versus Heavy Hitter. Let's get on with it. 3, 2, 1, activate. Next up is Get Wrecked versus Pyramid of Doom. These two are so massive they barely fit in the arena, but hey. 3, 2, 1, activate. Next up after that big surprise is the final fight of the round of 24 between High Speed Collision version 2 taking on Tornado. 3, 2, 1, activate. And with a couple of lucky wins from the final 2 matches, and honestly probably the final 3 matches I would argue, these are the next spots to move on to the round of 12. Now let's get on and look at bracket 1 for the round of 12. The bots have been randomised, and this is going to be the next round of the round of 12. We're going to have Destruction take on Bullseye, Get Wrecked takes on Tip Top, Good Killer Machine takes on KM2, and Minotaur takes on Pussycat. Here we are in the round of 12 or round 2, and here is the first match, which is going to be Destruction versus Bullseye. 3, 2, 1, activate. Next up is Get Trashed, I don't know why I forgot his name, taking on Tip Top. In a battle of the horizontal spinners, small versus big. 3, 2, 1, activate. Next up, ironically, is KM2 versus The Killer Machine, with KM2 being a sequel to The Killer Machine. The Killer Machine, for this edition, has made a massive improvement to their weapon. It used to be a lot weaker than what it currently is. 3, 2, 1, activate. Here we have fight 4 of the second round, which we're going to see Minotaur take on Pussycat. So I apologise for that. 3, 2, 1, activate. And with that, these are the 4 bots moving on to round of 6. Only 2 more can meet up with them. And looking at round of 6, there are second chances for all machines, so good luck to anyone who can make it. Now we're going to move on to our final couple of pair-ups for the round of 12. Let's have a look. This is our alignment for the second round, last 2 fights. Witch Doctor taking on Tornado, and the Dragon taking on Hypnodisc. Let's go on and see the first fight, shall we? Now, here we are in the first match. Let's see who wins these. 3, 2, 1, activate. This one's going to be a classic. We have a vertical versus horizontal. 3, 2, 1, activate. Here is the pair up for the final 6 machines left in this spin this Spinner Special competition. KM2 takes on the Dragon. Destruction takes on Witch Doctor. Get Trashed takes on Pussycat. I thought since 3 verticals and 3 horizontals made it, I thought we'd do a vertical as horizontal 3 times for a little bit of fun. Let's get on to the first match between the Dragon and KM2. Here we go for the first match, where the Dragon will take on KM2. 3, 2, 1, activate. Here is the second fight in the second round after the Dragon got absolutely decimated. Let's hope they can actually repair their bot in time, otherwise they're out. We'll have to see. Next up is Witch Doctor and Destruction. 3, 2, 1, activate. Now we've got Get Trashed taking on Pussycat. Let's see who wins this. 3, 2, 1, activate. KM2, Witch Doctor, and Get Trashed all move on to the round of 4, the semi-finals maybe. And let's take a look at the pair up for the losers melee. And here they are. Destruction will be taking on Pussycat, who will also be taking on the Dragon. The winner moves on to the final 4. Let's get on with it. All 3 machines are set up and ready. Let's start. 3, 2, 1, activate. And with that absolute massacre, the Dragon is moving on to the final four in the semi-final. Let's see who will meet. And it looks like we're going for a vertical horizontal setup where we have a vertical and horizontal meeting in the final. Who will it be? Well, we just have to see. Our first match is going to be Get Trashed taking on KM2, and then the Dragon facing the Witch Doctor later. Let's get on. And before we continue on with our semi-finalists, let's introduce all four of these machines, shall we? First up is KM2. KM2 is a full body spinner who says they can spin upwards of 2000 RPM. They're a lethal weapon, but they can't self-right. They're also a very dense chassis and can tank a lot of hits. Next up we have Get Trashed with that humongous tri-bar spinner. If you want to annoy the team, say that their bot looks like a theme park ride, it annoys the team. But yeah, this bot has the capability of dealing out some lethal blows with that huge 75 kilogram tri-bar spinner. However, I don't see the bot really self-righting, and the bot has proven to not be that sturdy either. It can fall apart to a good spinner. We'll have to see how it compares. Third up is Witch Doctor, who has the smallest weapon of the bunch with just that small little vertical spinner. I don't know why I forgot what it's called. However, Witch Doctor's biggest weakness is some of his armour is quite weak and easily falls off, and he has some exposed wheels. Because it's not looking good for this lethal and surprisingly effective vertical spinner. And finally, we have the machine that won its losers melee to get here, the Dragon. The Dragon features a powerful, as proven, vertical spinner on a very cool looking chassis, in my opinion, but the bot has proven to be very fragile and can be easily destroyed. Both machines are set up and ready for the first round of the semis. Let's see who they will face. 3, 2, 1, activate. Now we have the vertical spinner set up for this match. Let's get on with it. 3, 2, 1, activate. Well, both Get Trashed and Witch Doctor were the winners of their respective battle. I guess we should also go and see the losers matchup for third place, because I'm going to do a third place playoff. Why not? But I think we all know how that one's going to go. As yes, our third place playoff is going to be the Dragon taking on KM2 again. And if we saw how the last one went, you could probably see why I think the Dragon is in a lot of trouble here. But let's get on and see how these two do. The two machines are set up, ready for battle. Let's see if the Dragon can maybe actually think of a new strategy rather than charging head on. Because without their vertical spinner, they are useless. Let's see if they're any effective here. 3, 2, 1, activate. As we saw there, KM2 decimated the Dragon once again and takes third place, coming as a race to the Dragon. Let's move on to the final, which is Witch Doctor and Get Trashed. And with this, we are down to just these two machines. We started with 24, now we're just down to 2. And if Pyramid of Doom did not break it down, we would have had a completely different result. But hey, this is what we've got. Who do you guys think is going to win this finale? Witch Doctor or Get Trashed? I think I've said enough. Let's get on with the title match. 3, 2, 1, activate. And with that, the winner of the entire competition is Get Trashed, with its huge tri-bar spinner. Impressive stuff. It's managed to KO every opponent it's faced, granted with some luck in certain cases, but it is impressive how it's managed to do this much. What a lethal spinner, and we hope to see more from it. Anyways, that is it from me. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and see ya.